Man, was I having the hardest time figuring out what weight to do here, and I still am. I don't I don't feel fully. I don't know. I'm I'm kind of on the fence, obviously, at this point. Part of me just wants to keep repping 315, but then the other part of me wants to climb just a little bit in weight and try to get close to the same number, if not hitting the same number. But the problem is, well, first of all, this fucking bar that I'm using, it has a slight bend to it, and I'm too fucking lazy to switch the bars out, so that's kind of messing with me. But then also, I don't know, man. It's like I'm cutting, so should I even expect to be able to keep climbing up in weight? No, not really. But I don't know. Just for today, I kind of like the challenge of it. But I'll be honest, I'm not feeling. It's not like I'm feeling super strong or anything. Or I guess I could surprise myself when I do the set. That happens fairly often. But I don't know, man. I'm just. It's like mentally, or no, no. Let me say, physically, I want to keep climbing up in weight, and I feel like physically I can, but like mentally, I'm not. I'm not. I'm just not there because in this. I'm in this damn calorie deficit, and my energy is just not. It's not where it should be. But so I kind of compromised because I was gonna go up to 335, which before I stopped free weight benching, that's what I was repping for. About 9 or 10, depending on the day. So I kind of met in the middle. I got 325 on here. Honestly, if I can just get somewhere between 8 and 10 reps, pretty controlled, I'll be happy, man, with 325. Another problem I'm having is I have. I'm not gonna go super in detail here because I know you guys don't fucking care. It's time to lift, but I have a situation outside of the gym that's kind of distracting me. That's all I'm gonna say. But I can guarantee you, for anyone that's trained long enough, has been there. There's always gonna be, unless you only train for fucking a week and then you quit. You might not ever experience this, but eventually you're gonna kind of come to that moment where something outside of the gym, outside of your control, is gonna pop up, and it can distract you. But of course, this is easier said than done. What I'm about to say, but I mean, I always, as soon as I walk through the gym doors, I try to just fucking forget about all that shit. But sometimes it's just, you just can't. You know what I mean? So I have that on top of everything else that I just said. Um, yeah, kind of distracting me. I'm hoping I get this first set done. I get this song playing that I like, and it helps me kind of lock in. But this is probably not very wise what I'm about to do. I'm adding. It's only 10 pounds, but 10 pounds, can make or break you sometimes. But I'm adding 10 pounds to what I've just been repping for reps of 10. I don't know. I'll just see what I can do with it. Try to clear my head here. Again, it's easier said than done, but The best medicine, I think, is to do this first set, and that might clear everything up. Ah, fuck. All right, that was actually pretty easy. I had one more in me, maybe two. I don't know. Two might have been pushing it, but for sure had one more. I think that was 10. Your guess is as good as mine at this point. I don't know. That was one of those sets where, see, bud, that was one of those sets where I was half-ass keeping count, but I just kind of lost it the deeper I got into the set. So I don't know. I think I did 10. Don't hold me to that though. I'll have to go back and count for sure. I don't know. I mean, all in all, considering I'm on a cut, this is only my, what is this, my third or fourth week back bench pressing after a 3-month hiatus. It's not too bad. Not my best, but it's pretty damn close already. Only 3 or 4 weeks back into this, so. But that's the problem. I'm cutting, so it's gonna be a certain point where this is just it's gonna be too much. I'm gonna have to really start. I don't know, man. I mean, I'm cutting, but I'm not. It's not like I'm prepping for a show. There is a pretty big difference. So I'm still hydrated to an extent. I'm still like I'm not so dry and so depleted that I can't go somewhat heavy, obviously. Now, would I try a heavy triple at this point or something like that? Fuck no. But I can still kind of go heavy, if that makes sense. But yeah, that's not bad. Try to do 10 again and again and throw in a drop set. And see, I'm already one set in and I feel a little better, at least with what I was talking about outside of the gym. But I just need to kind of forget about it completely at this point and focus on what I need to focus on. Or my workouts just aren't. It's going to be shit, and I don't want that. This is a valuable time in here, and if I'm just going to waste it, I might as well go home right now, I need to lock in and really focus from here on out. All right, 2 fucking more and a drop set. Man, I went back and listened to a couple minutes of that video. I got to be honest, I sounded like a little Debbie Downer bitch. I really did. I mean, Jesus fucking Christ. I kind of got to myself there, even. I mean, Jesus, who would want to listen to that shit? Me just crying about all my problems. Nobody gives a fuck, right? Once you get in the gym, it's time to fucking put your head down and just work, I gotta knock that shit off. Because I guarantee you, it could be a lot worse. There's so many people out there with bigger problems than what I just laid out. I mean, my God. All right. Well, that was even better than the first one, if I do say so myself. Now, the last 2 reps looked harder. That's because it felt so much better. I did a little pause on the 9th and 10th rep. See, sometimes you just gotta talk to yourself you gotta degrade yourself almost, like we're being a little pussy, that kind of shit. It definitely worked. It worked for me just now. And sometimes you're kind of, you're in that mood or you're just letting things get to you too much and you don't even notice it, You don't, you almost get in a rut, you know what I mean? So I try to, well, actually, my intention was not even to, kind of call myself out, if you will. But I went back and watched a little bit and I was like, damn, what am I doing, All right, whatever, it seemed to work, right? So I'll do one more, to hopefully get 10 pretty comfortably again. And I'll do a drop set. I might even do 2 here. I don't always do that, but just for the way I started, as punishment. I mean, who am I kidding? It won't be punishment to me. I'll fucking love it. But while I'm doing it, it'll suck. But the after effect will be awesome. But I might do 2. I don't know. Basically, like always, let me just do this next one, and I'll see how I feel. You know what? I actually went into the set with the full intention of doing 2 drop sets, but I'm not going to. I'm actually pretty fucking pumped up already, and I still have to do 3 sets of decline bench, probably the drop set. So that's good. I'm gonna call it good here. I don't want to overdo it. That's a lot of pressing, that I'm about to do. All of it in total. So I think 3 sets each with a drop set. That's enough. I'm not gonna overdo it. But yeah, that's it for this. Let's go do some decline. All right. After my 3 sets of flat, ever since I started doing, starting with flat free weight bench press, I'd been coming over here with just 225 on decline, nothing crazy. And I think I was doing like a 3 second negative or something, and I probably was adding a little pause. I don't know how I can't remember this, but I can't. Something like that. But I figured today, just like on flat, I'm gonna go up. There's 275. Again, on decline, I mean, and even on flat, it's not even that much, you know. Could I throw 315 plus on here after doing flat already, even, and throw around some pretty heavy weight and try to show off? Yeah, but that's not the fucking point, you know. That's not what I'm trying to do at all. So, but 220, like I've been doing 225 on decline after flat bench just for something different because before that I was starting with decline and I was going pretty heavy on most days. So just for a nice contrast, a nice different feel, I was going 225 really slow, eccentric, and really just trying to flex it on my chest the whole time. I mean, I'm always trying to do that, but with lighter weight, it's a little easier. So, but I think today is as good a day as any to go 275, and I'll still probably do a negative, but rather than 3 seconds, maybe just I don't know one. Is that even a negative at this point? Not really, but you guys get the point. I'm not gonna just fucking dive bomb or cannonball it on my chest and bounce it. So I don't know. I don't really even know how many reps I'm gonna get. I've never done 275 on decline after flat, so I'm just gonna do whatever I can and see what the fuck happens. Sounds good to me. Whew, that song got really fucking loud. That was crazy because that was easy until it wasn't. I mean, like that. It was just, I hit a fucking wall. But I think I said this. Yeah, what was it yesterday? This whole doing chest 4 days a week, it's starting to get to me. I'm only 4 sets in, and my chest is so fucking destroyed. It's like to even stabilize the bar, it starts to take something out of my chest. It's crazy. So I'm gonna have to reevaluate that for sure. But yeah, I'll do two more. I mean, it wasn't that bad. Two more on a drop set. Fuck. All right, good shit. Let's go. Let's do some flies. All right, let's hit a little bit of upper chest. I don't want to completely neglect it today, but I'm actually thinking. So I'll probably do 2 more exercises, but I'm thinking I'm only gonna do 2 sets per exercise to finish, which will have me at 10 straight, normal sets, and then add in the drop set on each one. So 10 sets and 4 drop sets. However you guys want to count that up, whatever. But like again, or I don't even know if I said this. I was talking to somebody in the gym and I said it. I don't know if I said it on camera, but after the 4th set, so the first set of decline bench, my chest was so pumped up. Like when I unracked the bar and kind of tightened everything and locked in to stabilize, preparing to do the reps, my chest was already starting to burn. Like that's how much I've been hitting chest lately. And again, this is kind of why I said I'm gonna have to reevaluate the 4 days a week hitting chest. Even though 2 of those 4 days are only like 4 sets, it's starting to add up and take a toll on my chest. So, um, I got to kind of listen to my body. So rather than do 3 sets here and 3 sets of something else, I'm gonna do just 2 sets here. I'll maybe throw it. I might not even do the drop set. We'll see how it feels. But 2 sets drop set, and I'll maybe do something else for lower chest. Maybe right next to me do some decline flies. 2 sets drop set, and then I'll probably call it. Unless something, some miracle happens and my chest just starts feeling better. But I highly doubt that's gonna happen. So yeah, I got the 75s. I could probably do the 80s honestly, but maybe if my chest felt better, I would. So I don't think today's that day to test it out. I've already increased the weight on the first 2 exercises I do. So we're just going to stick with 75s, try to get 2 good sets and go from there. All right, let's do a lot less fucking talking here. I'm gonna bust out these 3 sets. Let me lock in. All right, let's go to decline. Fuck. Oh, let's check this pump out. Shit. I am fucked up. Normally, I would finish this chest workout with one set of deficit push-ups, really slow, controlled till failure. But my chest is already so destroyed. I mean, I could do it, but I don't need to. I think it'd be junk volume at this point. I mean, it kind of goes to show that on the last two exercises, incline flies and decline, I only did 2 sets. Normally I'll do 3. So, fuck though. Let's go right into it, man. I'm fucked up. Can I be completely transparent here? It was hard to even make it through that pose down. I'm fucking dead. Well, that's an exaggeration, I guess, but yeah, that was a good workout. Safe to say. So, I'm gonna go hit some cardio as usual. And starting yesterday, I bumped up my cardio 5 minutes. Ooh, right? But that adds up. If I do cardio 5 days a week when I train 5 days, 6 days when I train 6, if my math is correct, that is 25 to 30 extra minutes a week of cardio. Eventually, I will get myself up to 30, but I'm gonna probably give 25 minutes a good 3 or 4 week run. I've noticed when I bump up my cardio too much, I guess I could do something other than the bike, but it really starts to bother my knee right there. Or it already bothers me, but that kind of makes it worse. So I have to kind of ease into it. That's my excuse, anyways, and that's what I'm sticking with. All right, man, I'm done. Go wrap up some cardio.